This section is on defending the crab ride. A lot of people who first learn the crab ride are able to do it pretty well. In high school especially, if they know how to do it, nobody else knows how to do it, works pretty darn well. It's an advanced move. In college, it's very important to be able to defend the crab ride. So some basic defense principles. First off, as I mentioned before in the other section, that when I'm in this crab ride situation, if I'm right here and he's got his base, it's very difficult to ride him if he puts his butt up. See that? Now I can try to throw a leg in here to stop myself, but you know, a good wrestler will make you pretty much slide off the top just about every time. Okay, so the one thing you got to consider right off when you're on bottom is the guy riding my shoulders or is he riding my hips? Okay? If he's staying down here and riding your hips, all right, then a lot of times you want to get your shoulders up and stand up. Go ahead. Okay? But if he's up here like this, riding your shoulders up here, making it difficult, it's going to be pretty difficult for Nate to do a straight stand right now. But if he buck stands and puts his butt up, like he's bucking me off, like he's a horse bucking me off there, it's much more difficult for me to ride. So right off the bat, a quick tripod with a buck. See that? And I have a difficult time. Guys on top are going to feel that, and they're going to be looking to really pull you back here. Really be looking to sit back here. All right? Now, once that's the case, we have to take that saddle principle. He needs to have his legs in the saddle, and you need to make sure your saddle is outside of his legs. So there's 4 ways. Anytime, here, go ahead and sit down in the crab. Crab ride, there's pretty much at least 4 separate ways to get out of it, just directionally. Okay, I can go up and over this side and get out. That's 1. I can go up and over that other side and get out of the saddle. That's 2. I can go down below the saddle, all the way back here, you know, maybe underneath the legs. That's 3. And then the last one is, some guys are really good, I'm not quite that flexible, but at crawling right up on top of the saddle, like this. Okay? So we'll kind of go over a little bit from each one of those. But basically, if I drop down, that's where guys get really good at diving the head. Okay, whether he's got double insides or one inside, one outside type of thing. You know, drop down, lock my hands around, right? Kick back over, put him on his back. That's Cal State Bakersfield. TJ Kerr and Mike Mendoza and all those guys over there, they like to do that quite a bit. They're really good at diving the head. Call it diving the head. Sink down, catch the head. Okay? Secondly, like Oklahoma State, Eric Guerrero, a couple of those guys were pretty darn good at crawling up over the top of it. Okay? They're good at crawling right up over here. Once you crawl way up over here, you can pick whatever side you want to go to. I can pick this side. I can pick the other side. As you do that, a lot of times they'll hook one of your legs. You know, they'll squeeze one of your legs together, and you won't be able to get all the way out. Sometimes you have to learn how to split their base here and attack their head here, to the point where sometimes you even get a cradle here, or even a cradle here, a leg and cradle. Okay, pretty standard defense for it. All right, the leg and cradle may or may not work against a good guy, but what does work is trying to get that cradle and making him bail out and give one. So this is what it might look like from there. If I'm able to crawl up on top of him, right, and pick a side, if he knows a leg and cradle is going to be coming, like stay in there a little bit longer. If he starts feeling this and this, right, I might not be able to get my hands locked, but he's he's probably going to fight my hand and pushes it off over the top and then gets to his belly. And as he does, I get my reversal. Okay, so it's very important to attack there, even knowing that it's an easy move to get out of. Because if you don't attack,